Guys, it is time! If you've been subscribed for a while, you know exactly what is about to go down. And if you are new here, hello, welcome. My name is Clancy Burke. I'm a TV news reporter. I live in Cincinnati, and every once in a while, I humiliate myself on live TV.
Mob Pizza is coming to town, and coming up on Fox 45, we're gonna make some pizza.
Oh, that's stuck.
I cannot believe it, but this is my 8th installment of the Blooper series, which, to be honest, guys, I hope this can make you laugh, but I also hope it can make you see everyone messes up, everyone makes mistakes. I, so far, have not gotten fired for my blooper videos, because I mean, really, when you think about it, I'm putting a compilation together of my worst moments. Some of these are more funny than others. Some of them, like, I feel like all of them are funny now in the moment, guys. I can tell you, it's not funny. It's just, there's just nothing good about messing up on live TV in front of a bunch of people. The last time I uploaded one of these, though, I just looked, was a year ago. So finally, we are back and better than ever. I've been compiling these for the past 11 months. We're just gonna get started. I think I'm just gonna go with the most recent one. This one happened 6 days ago, so it still hurts a little bit. I was covering a hot air balloon festival. I was previewing it, and I had this whole thing planned with my interviewee, where basically if you flip a little switch in the hot air balloon, fire comes out, and it's crazy. Like, it looks awesome. So my whole shtick was gonna be, oh, if you're a little bit tired this morning and you need some waking up, then boom, and then the fire was gonna be everywhere. It was gonna be so cool. But of course, I'm an idiot, and as soon as it came time to go live, it's not that the switch didn't work, it's that I flipped it the wrong freaking way. Like, what are the odds?
Hey, Sheila, Friday mornings can be tough. I mean, you just had a long work week, you're exhausted, but I know just the thing to wake you up. Okay, that is live TV for you. That I turned the knob the wrong way, but my main man Sean over here coming. Let me try this again. Sean, why? Oh, there we go. I can do it, guys. I promise. It is early. I did say it was a busy work week, but that is why you got to come down here to Middletown this weekend.
This next one is a double whammy, a 2 for the price of 1, if you will. It happened just last month, where, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to begin. For the first blooper, I was at the Cincinnati Children's Museum. So we were in like the little like veterinarian clinic. I was pretending to be a veterinarian. I don't know.
We have Thaddeus over here. As it turns out, yeah, it looks like he has some sort of heart murmur.
I was just being my weird self. And as my interviewee was petting the dog, I meant to say like, oh, you're petting the dog. I said a different word. And all I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna leave it at this. If you know, you know. This is not a word that you should use. It has a lot of bad meanings, and that was weird.
Talk to me about just the excitement behind reopening as you continue to stroke Thaddeus.
Then, as if that wasn't bad enough, as I'm doing my interviews, my photographer will kind of go off of us, right? Like, he'll show other things throughout the shot. He'll take you around. He'll make it really like cool and interactive. It's awesome. Like, it makes it really fun to watch. But what happened was, I didn't see where he went. Like, I had no idea where he went when I finished up my interview, and I got very confused. I walked the wrong way. Like, you can see the camera coming back to me, and I am walking in the opposite direction, thinking my photographer is just in a whole different spot. Because, and in my defense, there were like little lights on the ceiling, and I thought one of the lights was the camera light, and so I just looked like an idiot.
This is almost too much to handle, guys. Every new room I discover, I just fall in love all over again. Right now, I'm all about being a veterinarian. I don't know how well, oh, okay, that is funny. I don't know if anyone's actually watching the screen right now. I'm thinking he's over there. But yes, so much fun this morning. Masks are required if you come on out. But yeah, I can tell you guys, fun is guaranteed. For now, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Wait, she walked the wrong direction after detecting a heart murmur in a plush dog.
Yeah.
That's a busy morning.
Oh, Clancy.
I love it so much.
Tickets will be released each week on Monday for non-members.
Oh, man. Sometimes you put the right person in the right spot at the right time.
That's Clancy.
That's Clancy today.
Yeah.
It's Clancy just about every day.
One thing I quickly learned when I became a reporter is that the weather, it's not your friend as a reporter. Actually, 9 times out of 10, it somehow ruins everything. And on this particular morning, oh my goodness, I don't think I've ever reported when it was raining so hard. And the interesting thing is, when it's raining, like, you can't really see it as much on camera. I mean, in what I'm about to show you, you can totally see it. But side note, there are so many times we are getting like pelted and it just doesn't pick it up on camera. Like, there are so many times you're watching football games and you can't even really see it's raining. It is. I don't even know why I'm giving this disclaimer though, because in this next instance, you could definitely tell it was raining.
In Ohio, polls close at 7:30. We should be getting the first initial report at around 8. It is a very windy morning. Oh, that is not good. At 8 o'clock, of course, though, it could be a long night, just as it is a very long morning for me. For now, back to you in the studio.
Yeah, absolutely. I vote for you finding a place with less wind this morning, Clancy.
Another thing that inevitably happens is your voice breaking. It's just gonna happen, and it's kind of terrifying in the moment because all you're thinking is like, oh my gosh, pull through, like, let's get it back, because there actually have been times, I know with our anchors, one person just completely loses their voice, there's just something in their throat, someone else has to take over. It's a little bit scary in the field though, because there's no one else to take over, it's just me out there, and the bottom line is you just sound like an idiot.
So this week, Johnson & Johnson is blinding the study, which ultimately means all of the volunteers will be able to find out whether or not they receive the placebo.
Oh my goodness, this next one needs such an explanation. So we were out doing snow coverage all morning, which those mornings are always the worst to begin with. And in order to hear when I'm supposed to go, I have something in my ear, an IFB, where I can hear the producers and I can also hear the show. Right when I got the standby, which standby means you're coming up soon, means just get in place, you're coming up soon, we'll cue you. So right when I got that standby, I went to go put my IFB a little bit more in my ear. It felt like it was coming out, when all of a sudden I hear, boop, my call dropped. My call, like I ended the call. I did not know there was a thing on my Bluetooth that just completely ended the call. So just like that, I had no access to the show. Not only that, I didn't have my phone anywhere near me. It was actually sitting in my car. So I had no way of knowing when I had to begin talking for a tease, yet I knew I was coming up somewhat soon and I did not know what to do. So what I thought was, all right, just wait for a really long time and then begin talking, because my biggest fear was I didn't want to just begin talking when they didn't even cue me yet, and then I stop talking as soon as I'm live on air and then it's just nothing. So I waited a very long time and then I began talking and I just hoped it got on camera, but you will see there was a very long pause. And as you're watching that pause, just look at my face. In my face, you could just tell I'm like, oh my gosh, what is about to happen? I don't know. I really don't know.
First there was snow and then there was ice. If you are just waking up this morning, this is what your side streets are looking like.
Speaking of snowy weather, I love a good segue. I really love a good segue, but speaking of snowy weather, for one of my hits, it was so dumb. I went to go like throw snow to be all like fun and like woohoo, we're having fun, and it just went right back in my face.
All morning long, I've been trying to test it out and see, can we make a snowball? And let's see, I've honestly been failing. Maybe I'm just losing my magic touch. Let's see. No, honestly, this isn't even a me problem. This is a snow problem. It's not the best snowball making snow, which might be a little bit disappointing for kids out there, but hey, you can still do. That backfired on me. Threw it that way, the wind came that way. Maybe do not throw the snow this morning.
Oh my gosh, this next one was funny because I, last summer, did a really, really hard leg day. One thing you have to know about me is I really, I'm very lax on the leg training. I really neglect them. I shouldn't, I know it, but what happens is I do my legs, I train them, and then I'm in so much pain, and then I don't do it for another 2 months, and the pattern keeps continuing. But anyway, I was in agony from leg day where I could not even walk around that day, and in order for me to do one of the live shots, someone suggested like, oh, you should walk up in the truck, and I'm just standing there like, oh my gosh, I really cannot walk, let alone walk upstairs. And it was just funny when I got back to my home and I went to go look at the hit, I'm like, oh my gosh, you can tell that I was in pain. Like that the walk was just not good.
I'm gonna have to hop inside, shop around, but if you do wanna come out, it's gonna be open until 3 o'clock. For now though, I've got some shopping to do.
This one, I just looked so dumb. I wanted to be a little more interactive, and there was a clock in what's called the Breaking News Center, where a lot of you guys know I do some of my hits, some of my segments, and I wanted to like refer to the clock, 6:32 a.m., but I didn't realize there was gonna be a lower third blocking the clock. So without that context, without that knowledge, I just look like a freak, like pointing to absolutely nothing. and it just, not good.
As of this very minute, at 6:32 a.m., Monday, August 3rd.
As a reporter, you also can't control what's going on around you. And for this one hit, there was like a cleaning truck. I really don't know what kind of truck it was. Some sort of like cleaner truck going through. I have never heard such a loud truck to the point where I had to address it. And you'll actually hear, I tried to like make it a part of the story because it was so noticeable. I'm not gonna play the full thing because my entire hit, you really could barely hear me, but here it is.
But unfortunately, even with these 70-degree mornings, it is skyrocketing. I mean, we are seeing so many cases in Kentucky, and I do apologize for this background noise, obviously. You know, we have a truck driving through, and it's the big cleanup before bars will be forced to shut down for at least the next 2.
Oh, and for anyone who wants to see me almost get attacked by a turkey, here you go.
Hey Sheila, it may have taken me 20-something years, but it's official. I have found my crew. Yes, I am one with the turkeys, one with the flock. We are all best friends. But actually, the thing about these turkeys is they know a thing or two about social distancing, because anytime you try to become friends, whoa, that did not happen. That did not happen. That's what happens.
And oh my gosh, this last one is actually a major throwback. This is from my last station in Dayton. I somehow stumbled upon this a few months ago, and I was like, wow, the world needs to see this. I was in the middle of doing an interview at like an outdoor adventure type thing. It was like a scavenger hunt, when all of a sudden my interviewee had this disgusting green bug crawling across his face. He didn't swat it, he didn't care. That bug is just making its way all around the perimeter, and I couldn't keep it together. And one thing, it's like my worst fear, something really funny happens and you just start laughing and then you can't stop. That's a fear, and it came true this day.
When you're out here, it increases your chances to find what you're looking for, including insects.
Wait, Jared, I have to stop you. Darn it, he had like a green thing on it. I'm sorry, okay. We're gonna toss it back to the studio. It's a lot of fun with a lot of creatures. I'm sorry.
So there you have it. Those were some of my bloopers from the last several months. A lot of people ask, they're like, do you get in trouble for all these bloopers? And one thing I want to make clear, I mean, these are bloopers from a year. Like, that's a year in my life, mistakes happen, and it's important to laugh about it. Like, nothing is ever that serious. My motto in life is I'm not a brain surgeon. No one's gonna die because I made a mistake on the news. Even if I make the worst mistake in the world, let's say I decided to flash everyone, okay? I'm not going to, but let's just say, at the end of the day, no one's gonna die. Am I gonna get fired? Yeah, but like, I don't know. I'm just, as someone who's such like a type A perfectionist type person, I really, really find it comforting to just always keep that in mind. And yeah, I mean, I mess up sometimes. It happens. And I just hope at least someone can laugh about it at my expense, because a lot of the times in the moment, I can promise you I'm not laughing. And even though these blooper videos only come around once in a while because I have to compile it, throughout my vlogs, I do include little blooper moments. So definitely be sure to hit the subscribe button for other behind the scenes moments of a TV news reporter who is most certainly not perfect. And actually, yeah, too many mistakes to name, too many to name, but it's all in good fun. And once again, not a brain surgeon. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up for part 8, even though I kind of hope there isn't a part 8 because I just want to be perfect. We all know that's not gonna happen, so give it a thumbs up, and I'll have all of my social media linked down below as well. Basically, Instagram is the one. But I also have Twitter and Facebook too. Okay, bye.